Sorry about that. YouTube's like really annoying. They sent me a copyright violation thing just now. I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, I'm not playing any music. So we'll try this again. If it happens again, then I apologize. I don't know what's going on. So I was saying that it's the tough thing about watercolor is to get a dark shade, because the thing about watercolor is it dries lighter than what you see. So when you paint it, it looks dark, but when it dries, it's gonna dry a shade lighter. So it's tricky trying to get things right. And I'm doing like a combination of dry brush and wet on wet to get like this shaded effect going on. I don't usually paint like this, but you know, I have all the time in the world now. I'm actually stopping and looking a lot because I'm trying to get the same kind of colors going on with the rose. So you can see it's the colors like changing a little bit, and that's not what I want, but it's kind of my fault. I have a dirty palette. I should have cleaned my palette first, but that's just something new to learn. I'm also leaving a lot of white space around because that gives me a chance to come in and fill in the colors afterwards. Hi GPA, Manuel. I'm using a dry palette. Usually when I get my paints, I would sorry, I can't think and paint at the same time. I would squeeze the colors out onto a palette like this, and this is probably like 4 years old. Thanks, bye, hi. I've had like, somewhere in the studio is a palette that I had since I was a teenager, and that's a long time ago, so but I don't think like watercolors go bad, so I just keep it. The nice thing about watercolor is you can fix mistakes very well as long as you're going in very carefully. So you can always use water to pick up any mistakes you've made, as long as it's light. You know, if you put in like a I don't know, a big blob of dark blue, you know, then it's going to be hard to pick up. But right now we're just doing like little bits of pink, little bits of barely there colors. So even if I made a mistake, I can wash off my brush and pick it up. So all these little white spaces, I'm just gonna use water to like pick up surrounding colors from around it, and the pigment around will be enough to kind of color it in, making it look like I totally meant it that way. So if you guys are watching and you're on the chat, let me know where you're from. Oh, did everyone like the U to Z cursive? My god. Some people were waiting for like 3 years for that. I'm sorry. But it's done now. And now you guys can watch the whole thing. And I think maybe next week or so I'm gonna do like another Write With Me series. With a different topic. So I'm thinking we're gonna talk about food. Wait, no, we did food. So we'll do music. Okay. So maybe that will be on maybe Sunday night or Monday night. How's things in Santa Ana, Maryland? Hope everyone is staying safe, staying indoors. Oh, Washington, Arthur. How are you? Schaumburg, is that in Illinois? Illinois, that's good. Yeah, there's nobody out here either. I'm in Las Vegas and it's creepy. This A, no reason. So I'm going to IMPATH this year, and that's International Association of Master Penman Engrossers and Teachers of Handwriting. It's a convention in July. I hope it's still going on. But they did like there's this group who is making like a project where a bunch of people would just write, you know, letters A to Z. So I got A, so that's my A. In fact, I was just gonna do like a simple A, you know, like a simple calligraphed letter. But then people started showing their work, and I was like, oh shoot. Some people are going all out. So, you know, I did this. Yeah, IMPATH is an organization for in the US. You can look it up, impath.com. If you need any help or any resources on handwriting or business, American business handwriting, it's the best website to go. It's a non-profit organization. Everyone's a volunteer, and I really admire those folks. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know about Illinois or California, but there's way less air traffic now. And that's creeping me out. Usually there's like, you know, all kinds of like planes flying above, you know, helicopters or something. But recently it's just like dead silence. I saw a Spirit Airlines flying above yesterday and I was like, wow, is anyone even on that plane? Can we even fly? I don't think we're allowed to fly, right? Good night, ciao. Take care. Wash your hands. Whoa, gas is like $2 now? Really? You know what? If you're gonna go get gas, make sure you wash your hands like straight after, because those gas pumps, everybody in the world touches it. They never sanitize it. I bet that's where the bad juju's happening. I started to notice, like, you know, how many things are touch screens, you know, and we just never think about it. We just grab it. Or like, you know, when you go to the store and you're just handing credit cards over, stuff like that. I've turned into a germaphobe, guys. I've turned into one of those people that like can't touch anything. Yeah, disposable gloves and Lysol wipes. You gotta help it out. Like right before you use the gas pump, you just wipe it down, and afterwards you just wipe it again for the next guy. My colors are getting a little muddy. You can see it was really fresh here, and then right here is getting like a purple red. So I'm gonna try and not fix it, but I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow tint, because I always think when it comes to nature, yellow tints fix everything. And the thing with watercolors is you want to keep it fresh. You want to keep it looking fresh. So there. Okay. Now this is watercolors. I never use acrylics. Oh man, I don't know what brand this is. I use cheap watercolors. I can't recommend it. It's probably some, I don't know, probably something I found on Amazon. But the thing about watercolors is you can find like student grade for like cheap, and then you can find like artist grade watercolors for like, man, some tubes can be like super expensive because they're more pigmented. But the way I use watercolors is I would squeeze them all out into my palette here. So when it dries, it doesn't really matter to me whether or not it's pigmented or not. But if you're using fresh watercolors, which you should really, then it's better to use better quality watercolors. There's this watercolor society or something in Vegas that I visited a few years ago. If James is here, he went with me. And those guys are like purists, man. They're like, oh, you gotta use a special kind of watercolor and you gotta use a special this and a special that. And I'm like, man, I just want to paint flowers. Yeah, James, remember those ladies? They were kind of intimidating. But those guys, their watercolors are like oil paintings, man. They are legit. So if you want to do stuff like that, it's always better to invest in good quality materials. Me, I'm cheap. Oh, Marilyn, let's not get into that. Yeah, when it comes to calligraphy tools, shoot, they're supposed to be green. When it comes to calligraphy tools, you need good tools, but good tools is money. So this is how you pick out wrong colors. You just add it with water, and you can use like tissue to like dab it, and then you pick up color that way. Done. I used to be like a calligraphy tool snob, man. You guys, if you dig around in my YouTube, you'll find like my vintage nib reviews and all that. Vintage nibs are expensive. Oh my god. But now that I'm, I guess, wiser, I just use like regular nibs. I don't, it's not the tools that make you, it's the skill. And if you're really good, you can work with anything. Oh, I love the blue pumpkin. I just discovered it like recently, and I was like, whoa, I've been missing out. Oh, Zebra G is great. I don't use it often anymore, but I keep a whole bunch in stock for like students or whoever or whoever wants to start learning. I'm like, here, just take some of this. Thanks, Fred. I don't really like promoting my books. It's embarrassing. One thing I love about watercolor is it dries so fast, so you can work on different surfaces, different areas at the same time. And once I'm done with this part will be dry and it's fast. It's not like oils where it takes forever. Alright, I'm gonna touch up this flower, and I think I'll move on to the next rose. You could get the blue pumpkin nib anywhere. It's not like vintage or anything. I'm pretty sure Paper Ink Arts and John Neal has them. James, this is my letter. This is my A. Manuel, I did like recommended books. I did talk about my book, but I didn't provide a link. You're gonna have to hunt for it. You know, Hobby Lobby actually has legit calligraphy tools. People think I'm crazy, but seriously, they have legit stuff. They have good nibs, they have Sumi ink, they have Rhodia. If you're a beginner and you just want to like grab stuff, I go to Hobby Lobby. Plus, you know, once you go in that store, you can't leave without like pots of flowers and yarn and a bunch of random things. Oh man. Yeah, James, I got to pick my letter. I picked A. It's my favorite letter. I was gonna do like a simple calligraphy letter, and there was a WhatsApp chat where everyone just posts like what they submitted, and it was all amazing, and I was like, oh shoot, I can just do a calligraphy letter. So they're gonna get this bunch of roses there. But of course, you know, I guess right now is not a good time to go to Hobby Lobby. If they're even open. I don't think they're open. I don't think they should be open. It's, you know, I mean, calligraphy is important, but it's not essential. We want to think it is essential, but it's not. Oh my god, I went to Art Supply Warehouse. That's the one in LA, right? It was amazing. It was so amazing. I actually didn't leave with anything. I didn't buy anything. I don't know about you guys, but I get like shopping paralysis. Like if there's too much good stuff, I just get all I just can't buy anything. I just leave. So I ended up with like, I don't know, one brush. Even though I went down every single aisle and looked at every single thing, I didn't buy anything. Oh, I hope they are doing okay. So that's the worst thing about this whole thing. You know, we know that every place is shut. It's important to, you know, to not, you know, open, but it's the big stores that have a better chance of surviving. You know, what I'm really worried about is like these tiny little bookshops and tiny little art supply shops, tiny little yarn shops, you know. Yeah. Oh my god, I was just thinking about my favorite restaurants. And most of my favorite restaurants are like tiny little, you know, those little mom and pop places. How are they gonna survive? I mean, it's nerve-wracking enough to like order food now. But I really hope they're doing okay. Do you guys still do like takeout and, you know, delivery and stuff? Yeah, we keep talking about food, huh? I can't help it, you know? I'm so sick of my home cooking. I keep making the same stuff again and again. And I'm like, oh man. Chin, stop making tacos. I just had tacos again. Yeah. If anyone's like re-watching this live stream from the future, I just gotta say it's the 2nd of April 2020. We're in the middle of a freaking pandemic, like full-blown pandemic. This is my 3rd week indoors. I haven't been out. I haven't seriously started my car for 3 weeks. My engine is probably dead. There's been an order to, you know, like a national lockdown, international lockdown. Everyone's just staying at home. So if you're watching this in like, I don't know, 2024 or 2 years in the future, 3 years in the future, and you're like, what are they talking about? Just know that we're in weird times right now. There's been a lot of crazy things happening. But it's all for everyone's safety, right? Oh, it's the 3rd? Oops. I thought it was 2nd. Yeah, time has no more meaning. Come on, Marilyn. It's either lunchtime or dinner time. That's all I know. Oh my god, James. Skate park kids. People are still going to parks? Man, you know, I read about like spring break kids and they're not taking it seriously. Going to like, I don't know, partying and stuff. They really should. They really should take it seriously. Yeah, seriously, Marilyn, I've been watching a lot of videos and live streams and stuff too. It's great. And I don't know about you guys or where you live, but one thing I noticed is the birds are coming back. Like in the morning, I noticed like way more birds singing, you know. I freaking love birds, so that's one highlight for me at least. Because usually here in Vegas, in the suburbs, there's just like one bird tweeting 5 miles away. That's wonderful. I think more people should do like live streams and, you know, just to be together again. Even just to chat or like keep updated. Because, you know, we're all human and social creatures, right? We can't just not talk to people. Are you going out for work, Marilyn? Is everyone like indoors right now, work from home, or are some people still going out for work? Oh my God, Marilyn. Thank you for all you do. That's amazing. Marilyn's a doctor. And thank you for all you do, man. Yeah. It's the people who are working right now, the delivery people and, you know, grocery stores, everybody in the hospitals, all the doctors, the nurses, they are like true American heroes. True heroes. Not just America, everywhere. Total heroes. Yeah, admin, everybody who's, you know, going out there and getting stuff done, keeping our economy going. True heroes. Thoughts and prayers to all extroverts right now. Thoughts and prayers. So I'm a total introvert, if you haven't noticed. And I was like, what's so bad about, just staying in and keeping to yourself? Why is it so hard? And then I read somewhere that someone said, think about how, as an introvert, imagine like you have to go out every single day for like a whole month to talk to people. That would just drive me crazy, right, as an introvert? But that's how extroverts are feeling. They are being forced to stay in and not talk to anybody. That's how they're feeling. So that gave me a bit more understanding about how their situation is. Yeah. But we have the internet, which is, oh my God, we are so lucky. We get our information here. I mean, we can talk to people, we can FaceTime, we can Zoom. I'm live streaming painting right now. That's crazy. So we're actually quite lucky. Can you imagine if this thing happened in like the 90s, where there's no internet, no FaceTime, none of that? It would be 10 times worse, guys. Hi, Mustag. Hey, everyone who just came in. We are just shooting the shit. And I'm getting distracted. I'm trying to paint roses here, so I think I'm doing something wrong, because this rose looks great because it's dark in the middle and the outside is a little lighter, which is what I want. But this one, I don't know what I did here. So I'm gonna try and darken the middle part and lighten up everything else, because that's how roses are. So let's see if I can pull this off. And if you haven't, please write in the chat where you're from and your name, and we can spend some time getting to know each other. My name is Chin. I live in Las Vegas. I'm gonna add a little bit of green. This might be a bad idea. Actually, I should add blue. I'm gonna add blue because a little bit of blue helps darken red because it turns it like purple, you know. The scary thing is when you're introducing a new color to your palette, it can really mess up your colors. So I'm just gonna add a tiny little bit. Too dark. But again, when it comes to watercolors, it dries lighter than you expect, so maybe that's gonna work out. I was talking to a coworker and he said that his neighbor has been having non-stop parties. 40 people in a house party, and I'm like, oh my god. Hey Justin, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying your cursive adventure. So for those who just joined, I'm thinking maybe Sunday or Monday night around this time I'm gonna have a Write With Me session. The previous Write With Me session we talked about food. So on Monday or Sunday we're gonna talk about music. So join us and we'll talk about music stuff and practice our cursive together. And it'll be a good time for you to brush up on your cursive, right? Just can't get this flower right. It's very annoying. I think I'm using too much water. That's a problem. Oh my god, Justin, you're making bread? I have not had bread in like 3 weeks. Oh my god. It's sold out. I was like, I need some, I don't know. You know, when you don't have one thing, that's when you really crave it. Usually I don't eat bread, but now that I don't have bread, I keep thinking about bagels and like sandwiches and my friends are like, you can make bread, and I'm like, okay, I have flour, I have a few eggs, but I don't have yeast. That's the problem. Can't bake without yeast, and you can't find yeast anymore. It's all gone. Soda bread. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't even have a baking pan though. I have a muffin pan. I can make soda muffins. What I really want though, seriously, of all, I just want someone else to cook for me. Oh, a mug bread. I heard about that. Like a birthday cake in a mug. I'm gonna try that. Desperate times, desperate measures. Okay, I think this rose is a little bloated, but it's coming along. I don't understand this petal. I gotta fix this. I think because I got the shadows wrong on it. Yeah, toilet paper is gone. Hand sanitizer is long gone. But you know, when you're staying home, you don't need to use hand sanitizer. Hey, Miguel. I tried looking for face masks. Holy crap. Man, the audacity of some people, you know. So like I do a bit of glass engraving. So last year, 2019, I bought a box of you know, surgeon's masks. They're like $7 for 50 pieces for a box. $7. $7. Oh my god. Now masks are like, I don't even wanna. It's ridiculous. Oh, James is it's a nurse. Dude, you need to find some masks. Before all this happened, I was talking to my coworker, and this guy, he's paranoid even at the best of times. Okay, he's like one of those. Oh, I mean, well, you know. So we were talking about this thing going on. And he's like, "Yeah, Chin, I bought masks," and I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, where'd you get them?" He's like, "Oh no, I didn't. It's not surgical masks. He bought those black, you know, those huge things like you see in the movies where you breathe like Darth Vader." He bought a whole bunch of those. I was like, what? Aren't those like, I don't know, 500, what, $150 each? Yeah, that's the one he bought. Now I'm like, you know what? Maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, I heard grocery lines are getting shorter, so that's good. because, you know, everyone's bought what they needed and they're just hunkering down now. You just gotta be really careful when you go out there. If you can't, you know, if you don't have a mask, I don't know, like, you have to cover your face somehow. So if you just joined us, you know, feel free to chat with us. Tell us where you're from, your name, what you do, and we can get our mind off stuff. Yeah, Marilyn, that's my dog. He's the clear winner in all of this. Dogs are the winners. They're like, what? Everyone's home all the time now. In fact, I think my dog might be bored of me. He's like, why are you still at home? He's been sleeping downstairs, staring at me like, leave me alone. Oh, that's a good idea, Miguel. Yeah, you know, alcohol works. I heard vodka works. If you guys have like vodka, you can use that. I don't know if it kills germs, but you can use it for like cuts and stuff. So yeah, this is an A that I'm doing for an Iron Path project. Everyone is doing a letter, and we are sending it to the organizer, and he's gonna display it all together in a scrapbook. And you know, it's like, you know, it's gonna be in the it's gonna be donated to the archive room. Sorry, I'm just not working. My brain's not working. Yeah, so I'm like, wow, there's a chance that one of my stuff can be in the archive room. So I'm doing my best. And you know what? If I have vodka, yeah, I'm drinking it. I read someone saying that, you know, we're all getting out of this either as a really good cooks or alcoholics. I'm down to 2 bottles of wine. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I mean, liquor stores is an essential business, right? Can't tell me it's not. This is one little trick you can do to make your flowers look more lifelike. Add tiny little brush strokes, like just tiny. Because when you look at a rose petal, like a, you know, one of those big old rose petals, they're not just one smooth gradient of color. It's got little veins in it, you know, little vines, and they're all like little lines. So you can add it in afterwards, like what I'm gonna do, or you can just get a little bit of color and put it in afterwards. I should really be using a smaller brush for that, but there. Maybe we should have a booze right with me. You know, like the requirement is you gotta write your answers in cursive 3 times and you gotta take a swig after every question. Oh boy. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but this is messing up again. I don't know the bit rate, but I've been painting for almost an hour, so I'm gonna stop the stream.